Men before him, Rob Schneider got his big break on the American comedy institution Saturday Night Live, or as the cool kids call it, SNL.
It's a beautiful world!
After 3 Emmy nominations for his work, superstardom quickly followed after the release of his monster hit, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
I'm Deuce Bigelow, your man whore for this evening.
Hi, I'm Carol.
And the hits kept coming, including a swag of comedy classics with best buddy Adam Sandler.
I beat all you pansies!
And soon us Aussies can get up close and personal with this funny man when he heads here in October for Just for Laughs. All the way from LA, give it up for Rob Schneider! Rob Schneider! Now, Rob, you've just returned to stand-up after a nearly 20-year hiatus. What's taken so long?
I took a little breather, a couple of decades off. I mean, come on, how funny were the 90s anyway, really? I took a break.
Were you nervous getting back into stand-up after that long? I mean, like, normally a couple of weeks from the stage in stand-ups get a bit edgy.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think if you're not doing it every week, I think you lose something. So I've been doing it for 4 years now, again, and it's a challenge.
When you used to do it, you're in your 20s, now you're in your 40s. How has your shtick changed?
Well, it has changed because I think I can talk about stuff that I really want to talk about in that way, but yet I don't have the energy to really talk about it. That's the difference, you know? It's like every commercial right now is aimed at me. You know, every commercial is like, do you not have the energy you used to have? Do you want to get the old fire back? Do you want to get that romantic drive back, you know? There's a difference there.
Well, there's been
so
a big
I kind of play with that difference, you know?
difference in your life. Was it 23 years ago you had your first child, and now you've just had a second? I mean, how different is it for you being a dad second time round?
Yeah, by the time this child's 23, she could change my diapers, which is perfect, you know, because I'll be about that same age. No, but hey, by the way, if you want to have a baby, we're very happy to have. We had a baby girl. That was our baby girl. It was our second choice.
Now, Rob, back in the 90s, you were doing some pretty edgy comedy with Saturday Night Live. Do you think audiences have changed much? Can you still be as edgy?
I think they're a little bit more conservative now. I mean, I think, you know, if you say a few words that could kind of get them more shocked. So, I mean, I think we could get away with more back in the 90s than we can now. Last night I was performing, you know, in front of 1,000 people in Texas, and mostly, you know, Hispanic people. So you just find ways to talk about that, you know, because I love the Mexican culture because they're so warm, you know. They kiss you, because my wife's Mexican, you know. When you meet a Mexican, they kiss you when they say hello, they kiss you when they say goodbye. You know, sometimes they stab you, but it's a very warm culture. You know?
How's your Mexican accent, mate? Can you give us a bit now?
Buenos dias. You know, buenas noches.
Mate, no doubt you've nailed the Mexican accent, but you're coming to Australia. How's your Aussie accent?
Well, Michael Caton, who's a genius actor, he taught me, he said, the thing about doing an Australian accent is to never move your upper lip. And then I say things like, now that's going in the pool room.
You've knocked it out of the park. Out of the park. That is hands down the best Aussie accent by far that we've had on the program, and I mean that in all sincerity. Just one final question. One thing we're all talking about today is you've done something that a lot of people aspire to, a lot of people fear. You've been parodied on South Park. What was that like?
No, that was like a thrill. I mean, you know, they only pick on, you know, people who, I guess, are really famous and who they despise, I guess. So I guess I'm up there with those people. But actually, my friends who write for The Simpsons, they said they were way too nice to you. They should have been meaner. They were a lot nicer to me than some of the reviewers of some of my movies in Australia have been to me, so I'll take it.
Well, thanks for joining us, Rob Schneider.
We'll see you at Just for Laughs.